Hey everybody, welcome back to Big Red EDC. Well, we have got a Benchmade coming to us from the Apex Pass Around group. This, of course, is it's one of the new water class of knives from Benchmade. It's the Mini Adira. And first off, we have to say thank you very much to Zach Stuff for getting these in the Apex Pass Around group and giving us the opportunity to check them out. So thank you very much, Zach. Greatly, greatly appreciate it. Like I said, this is the Mini Adira, one of the new water class models from Benchmade. Now you can see here, you've got this very interesting sort of grip going on, or texturing on the grip, I should say. It is depth blue Grivery handle. Has a reversible clip, lanyard hole. Now it does come with these lanyards on them, so that's pretty cool. If you're a lanyard fan, there you go. Or you can always make your own. I do not use the lanyards that much, but it comes with it. So you know what? It's on there. I just left it. Like I said, it's a pass around knife too, so I don't alter them in any way. But I really like the texturing going on this Grivery handle. I mean, it's got a really, really good grip, which makes sense. If it's a water class knife, you're going to be handling it around water. You want to make sure you have a good grip. I like the stonewashed deep carry clip. Now, that is a full-size deep carry. That's not the mini. Let's see. It's a full size. That's not the mini. But very nice. I like that looks of that clip. Of course, it's an axis lock knife. And, we'll talk that later. But now you've got a very interesting back spacer going on here. It's kind of the silver, where you've got the black hardware, and then you have the silver, and then you've got the pop of orange on the thumb stud. So, that's going to match your little tail here, your lanyard. But anyway, so it's a little bit, I don't know. I was thinking, what do you think? Should that have been black? I think, I don't know. All blacked out. I guess it goes with the blade, so that's not too off. That's not a blacked out blade, so I guess, that kind of pulls in. Okay, sure, why not? Got a little bit of segmentation going on there, milling in that back spacer. But overall, it's a Benchmade. So there you go. Dual thumb stud deployment. Obviously, you can deploy it with the axis lock if you wish. This one, there you go. You kind of got to snap it, which I don't like doing that. That's why I use the thumb studs. And let's see, can I? Oh, man, this usually gets me up here, but now it got me back there. All right, we're locked up, though. And speaking of lockup, yep, solid, tight, no issues. CPM Magna Cut on the blade. Now, if you're thinking stonewash too, nice, looking good. Now, if you're saying that knife looks kind of familiar, you're absolutely right. It does look familiar. It looks like one Benchmade knife that became one of my favorite Benchmade knives right off the bat, and it's that guy, the Mini Adamas, or the Adamas, but as you can see, it's more the size of the Mini. That's as far as the size comparison goes, and definitely dig the Mini Adamas. The Mini Adira is right there with it because, well, I mean, they're very similar size, shape, handle, blade, you name it. The Mini Adamas is definitely heavier. Well, let's just see how much heavier. Get that out of the way. What do we got here? 4.6 and... oh, yeah. It's almost a full ounce and a half heavier. Okay. So this one, nice and light for sure. So let's show our friends overseas. You got 3.2 or 90 grams. There you go. Well, we've already got the weight out of the way. And I kind of gave you a size comparison with the Mini Adamas, but let's get the spec check going. It's about, as I'm looking at it, I'm just getting over 7 1/4, about 7 3/8, about 4 1/4 on the handle, which is going to give you roughly close to 3 1/4 on your blade length, probably just a little shorter, and then a 3-inch cutting edge, and then your grip length. This is what I love so much about the Mini Adamas, is it's about 3 3/8, which you guys know that's just going to cradle my hand. And I'm very, very much, very much digging that. That was the one thing I loved about the Mini Adamas. I mean, you can ask Zach. The minute he showed me the Mini Adamas and I got it in hand, I was like, oh yeah, I want one of those. So there you go. There it is up against the Bug Out. Another Benchmade favorite. One of my favorite EDC knives for sure. And then, of course, got a Benchmade and a Spyderco on the same table. One of them's going to burst into flames. Nah, that'd be all right. Obviously, PM2 is going to be larger. So we'll get a picture of that carry, drop it in there. Very nice deep carry. I love Benchmade's deep carry clips. There's the lanyard hanging out. It pretty much disappears. I mean, you might have a little bit of peekaboo going on, but not much. Of course, with the lanyard on there, it's going to be sticking out. So unless you tuck it down in, if you would like to do that, you definitely could. Retention. Good. Good retention. Good retention on the clip. So, you know, I think you know where this is about to go. I think there's a song like that. But anyway, yes, I am definitely a fan of the Mini Adira. It is very closely related. We'll get this one back out here to the Mini Adamas as far as shape, size, blade, handle, and I personally, if you don't like one, I can't see how you don't like the other, because they are so close. Obviously, we talked about the Mini Adira, much lighter, almost 1.5 ounces lighter. And, you know, I like lighter knives, but that was kind of one of the things I liked about the Mini Adamas, was it's got a little bit of oomph behind it with that weight. But overall, you know, the lighter weight on the Mini Adira, I do like that. I do like it. It's a little bit more wieldable, if you will. I mean, it's 1.5 ounces. It's not like it's a pound, but it's very, very comfortable in my hand, and I definitely like it. Now, I know recently Benchmade's been getting a lot of crap about their pricing, and, you know, reasonably so. Reasonably so. I mean, the Mini Adira coming in at $230. Grivery, CPM Magna Cut, you know, the Mini Adamas, you're going to pay $250 and up for that, most places. So, and I don't remember the Mini Adamas getting too much grief about the price. I certainly did not give it grief about the price. I thought it was worth what they were asking. So with the Mini Adira, obviously you don't have the crew wear. So you go crew wear. Some people are going to tell you they like Magna Cut more than they like crew wear. I'm sure you'll find them out there. So, you know, I don't think this one is unreasonably priced at all. At all. I think it falls probably right where it should with Benchmade, and, you know, now I know some people are going to say not with the Grivery handle. Okay. But yeah, I do. I'm not giving them crap over the price of the Mini Adira at all. I think it's right where it should be. Sure, would I like to see it less? Absolutely. I mean, who wouldn't? I'd much rather pay $150 than $230. But I don't think $230 is too outrageous for a knife like this. Like I said, I mean, hang on one second. I wouldn't have those two if I thought $230 was too much. I don't know how else to say it. I really don't. So, yeah, you know, I am definitely digging. Yeah, this is probably my favorite one out of the water class. The Mini Adira is probably my favorite that I've seen. Of course, got to check them out at Blade Show and all that good stuff. SHOT Show too. So, yeah, Mini Adira, I think it's a solid knife. I really like the addition of the water class. I mean, they've had the hunt class for how long? For your hunters and so on. And now we're getting into the water side, water class, more fishermen. You know, I love to fish. Definitely digging on it. Again, have to thank Zach Stuff for getting this to the Apex Pass Around group. I had another Benchmade here recently. Video all done and everything, and I inadvertently deleted the video. My fault. Totally my fault. But, so, maybe I'll get that one back. We'll see. And we'll get another Benchmade review going here. But yeah, thanks guys. Really, really appreciate it. Thank you, Zach. Thank you, Apex Pass Around. Thank you guys for stopping by and checking it out with me as well. As always, guys, like, subscribe, leave me that comment. You know I love talking to you. Until next time, I'll talk to you later, guys. Bye-bye.